So how's the adjustment been the last couple of weeks?
It's been good. It's an adjustment for sure, but football is no different. And just adjusting really to the classroom and the schedule. But other than that, everything's been pretty good.
Coach Brown's raved about you in press conferences about just kind of how you're playing. I mean, does the level seem any different? I mean, it seems like you're jumping right in and going to be a good player for UNC.
The level is different. It's kind of faster than SoCon, but I mean, it's really no different when it comes to like the skill because I done seen speed, I done seen shifty. It's all really just learning techniques and picking up into new schemes.
How did you learn that, Alijah? Like you're talking about, it's really no different in some ways. Like what? Can you tell us like maybe a moment or a play where you were like, okay, I can, this level, I can play at this level. Have you had one of those sort of light bulb moments?
Like the first day that we came out, I was kind of nervous. I was like, it's here, it's in my face, and I gotta just take advantage of the moment. But it really was like, I went down and pressed, and I was like, okay, get a feel. You really want to get a feel for the receivers. So I was like, okay, I've just seen this before. It's nothing special. You're not doing anything I haven't seen before. So then from that point on, I was like, okay.
And that was the first day, you said?
The first day, you said.
What was that nervous process like? Like, how did it build up as you got closer to the first practice, or it just kind of hit you? How'd you go through that?
Really, just it built up from just meetings and just being around people. I didn't know what I was going to expect, but I kind of knew in the back of my head, and I was like, just don't think too much. Just go out there and be you.
When I talked to you in January, we actually talked about how football players come from everywhere. Like the league will find you no matter where you are, and you were very confident. So, did you have to kind of show yourself something as well? Was that maybe fueling the nerves that I think I can do this, but I got to get to the point where I know I can do this?
Yes, sir. It was just proving to myself, proving that the person that they went out and took a chance on, and just being me at the end of the day, what it come down to.
Coach Brown said you're playing some star as well. Where do you see yourself fitting in? Are you mostly on the outside, or do you see yourself playing star with?
I could do both, honestly, but I see myself more outside, but I can pick up on star too as well.
Why do you think you're getting cross-trained there?
So I can learn the defense, learn where everybody's supposed to be at, where I'm supposed to be at, and it'll help me for outside, learning the inside. Just learning inside and out. I'll know the whole back end of the defense.
How's the dynamic in the secondary? There's a lot of new faces there, including yourself, including Armani Chapman. You have Derek Allen. How's the kind of dynamic you've seen from those guys?
There's some guys. They're athletic. There's some studs out there, ball players and players just like me. So we just gotta learn and learn how each other works and gain confidence and work with each other, get that chemistry. It's coming together. It's gonna be great.
What's it like being in coverage when Drake is the quarterback who's going to throw the ball?
You better be on your toes and your tens, is all I can say. Just you got to be on your guy because he throws tight balls in those windows. He can make those throws.
Do you almost have to be perfect?
Yes, you have to be perfect because if not, it's just going to be completion. It's completion.
Sorry. The challenge of going against a quarterback that great, it's obviously different than the level you came from a little bit. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. What exactly makes him so hard to guard as a cornerback?
Ball placement. You have to be in the right place. Not so much of as trying to guess where the ball is going to be, but just he makes those tight windows throws, and he'll fit those balls in there. Other quarterbacks won't even try to throw those balls.
What's the inspiration behind the versatile tattoo? Is that the word? Yeah, make sure I got it right.
Just, I guess you could bring it back to DB, just being versatile, being able to play two different positions or adjusting to life. You get thrown in a tough situation, being able to bounce back and keep your head up at all times.
Handle it and keep going.
And be where your feet are, I guess.
How has UNC been in general, maybe not just football, but adjusting to campus and a new surroundings or something like?
It's been fun. It's been a challenge as well. I've been taking it slow day by day and just doing, like I said, just taking it day by day.
What do you think about campus?
It's beautiful. It's a lot more people for sure. I see more faces, so just getting to know everybody and get a feel for everything that's around me.
we had heard from Mack and from Coach Chiswick that, you know, defensively we would like to be more aggressive, or UNC would like to be more aggressive, maybe play more press coverage, you know, maybe get after the quarterback more. Have you seen those types of signs here through the first, whatever it is, 7, 8, 9 practices of spring ball? Like, how do you think you all are going about maybe trying to be a little more aggressive?
Oh yeah, we've been sitting more pressures and getting after the quarterback some more, putting hands in his face and just putting bodies in his face, having a presence so he just can't sit back there and throw the ball all around the field like he wants to. But
are you familiar with like press coverage type stuff? Did they have you do that type of thing at ETSU?
yes, sir. It was more like one-on-one coverage, but I mean, there's one-on-one everything, but it's like more help here from the safeties, and that's probably what the difference is in our defense here than at ETSU.
Sorry, does that mean an increase in communication in the secondary from what you guys had, what you had at TSU?
Yes, sir. More communication, more like calls that means like different things, just more like words that mean like help, no help. Just communication is huge in the back end.
How much of an adjustment has that been for you?
It's been it's been pretty good. I think it could be better for sure, but just learning like the scheme, learning the plays, where the pressure's coming from, learning like who's in the post, who has over top of me, who doesn't have on top of me. Just picking those things up as practice goes, and like just being more confident.
What would you say would be one of your favorite interceptions this spring? Mack has told us about a couple different ones you've had.
Yeah.
You know, like what would you tell us about some of
I've
them?
only had one so
Oh, okay.
but it was on the right sideline. I had bailed and I just made a play on the ball. But other plays like PBUs, big plays. But that was probably the best one.
Did Drake tell you that's ever happening again when you made that interception?
Yeah, he was telling me, he was like, I underthrew that. You better be glad I underthrew that. But I'm sure it'll happen again for sure.
Do you have a interception goal or anything for the season? Is that something you think about?
Probably just break the one that I had. I just like to strive over what I've already accomplished.
Break what you had at ETSU.
Just try to break it.
What was that?
6. I had 6.
Be a lot.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
it
lot.
was like number 2 in the FCS, I think, or something. So.
You had 12 total there, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, yes sir.
You guys good?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Elijah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.